Okay, now the next question is from Eric Olkowitz. And Eric writes, I am a hypnotist in Sweden. I see clients, I perform my hypnosis show for corporations, and I have a 2-day hypnosis workshop. I would like to get corporate work and train staff managers and leaders. However, I don't know how to frame it, therefore I can't sell it. If you were in my Swedish ABBA shoes, okay, what would you do? Because saying I will teach them self-hypnosis so they perform better does not really do the job. How would you word it and sell it? Thank you in advance. So this is interesting. Some people have always been embarrassed to be selling hypnosis. I think that's becoming less, but I appreciate, Eric, that it might be different in Sweden. And people have come up with all kinds of ways to repackage hypnosis. So they might call it, certainly neuro-linguistic programming, and NLP uses hypnotic elements to it. EMDR, eye movement desensitization reprocessing, is certainly quite trance-inducing. So is EFT, emotional freedom technique. It kind of uses, and Gestalt therapy, where you're literally asked perhaps to imagine a relative in another chair and you're talking to them, and people might even visualize that relative. So these are all using hypnosis techniques. Even counseling, if you're asking someone to get in touch with a past memory, then you're inviting them to disassociate from the immediate surroundings that they're in and go inward and have a kind of a hypnotic experience. Often the therapist or the practitioner doesn't really understand the hypnotic element to the therapy that they're doing. That's a lot of verbiage, but so you could sort of simply call it mind management, visualization. People seem to be okay with mindfulness training. These types of words and phrases and epithets, and can be quite convincing for people. If they ask you directly, is it a hypnotic technique, you can describe hypnosis in wider terms, as I've just done, that all these techniques sort of have a hypnotic element to them. But if you want to call it something else, then by all means do so.